Good morning, y'all. Good morning, Kenneth.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How you doing today?
Pretty good. Pretty good. How you
How is
been?
it? Good. Good. How's your weekend been?
It's never long enough, but always blessed to be here on another Sunday and chop it up with the family and chop it up with everybody in the comments.
Dude, sounds good, man. I mean, I agree. Weekend definitely cannot be long enough. I love that crown that you're wearing today.
Oh yeah, I had to put Capo's beautiful Phillies on today.
That's
It's a hard week,
crazy.
man. This was a hard week.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you guys aren't voting right now for that hat of the week on our story, you guys are missing out. Shout out to everybody in the comments chosen. Happy 504 day. Um, I'm super excited. After this, I'm shooting straight to Hat Club in LA. Shout out to Vancouver's My Life. Shout out to Carl Murray. Shout out to M. Dot. Everybody here early in the morning, man. This weekend we are gonna be posting a lot of different like voting for the story if you haven't already noticed. But go vote, man. Some good crowns. Want to give everybody the opportunity for people who actually enjoy hats to get their crowns voted on by the people who you know have an opinion on hats. I
Can I
think
just
that's
say this
important.
though about the crowns from last week, this
Yeah,
upcoming week, and the week before? They are so good. Like even if you're not a lover of just crowns, like the hats are too good.
yeah,
Like even if you was just like, oh man, walking casually by, you'll be looking at all these hats. Like, please vote, and show everybody and all these creators, like give them love for all the great work they've been doing.
yeah, yeah. I agree, man. Knuckleheads, good morning. Um, I don't know if you were here last week or you missed last week's show. We did our first knuckleball, so we'll definitely we got. I think we have a couple today actually. Um, shout out to Justin in the comments. We appreciate everybody being here this morning. I was just finishing up the slides, really quick, so let me go ahead and bring them up now because. Um, episode 63 today. If you haven't been here before, it's your first time here, man. Talk about, we don't get too crazy into the hats because on Thursdays we dig deep on the hats. So Sundays we normally just talk about like, our three favorite crowns, not necessarily, what we thought were hat of the week. Sometimes they are what we put in for hat of the week. Sometimes it's like a runner up. We like to give a lot of different people love. We don't like to just be talking about the same hat over and over. I got a hat on here. I chose a hat that I'm gonna try to go get right after this show. You know what I'm saying? It's May 4th. If you don't know what that means, to be honest, the first time I ever watched Star Wars, I don't know about you, Kenneth, was was during COVID.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm giving my age away. First time I watched Star Wars was like in 19 or something, and yeah,
Dude, to be honest, like I just never, I don't know what it was. I guess a lot of things was dependent on like what my parents watched and stuff like that. And I guess that's not something they watched. My cousins and stuff like that. Neither my friends did, but like I never thought to like go watch it, right? And I saw it and I really when it came down to the Mandalorian and the recent show, Ahsoka. Shout out to 215. He's got a dope Mando hat that I think we have here on the slides today, which let's stop talking about it, man. Let's just show him off. Episode 63 right here, Pro Society Shop. 215 shooter, the Mando hat. Dude, may the fourth be with you. What's going on here? So
man. Like I said, this is a tough. These hats this week, everybody did their thing. This hat is like
mm-hmm,
you talk about the perfect Mando hat.
mm-hmm.
215. Um, man, this is I mean, it's speechless. I'm a big Star Wars fan. When I saw it, like I didn't even have to read what the hook was. I automatically knew just
Yeah.
looking at the hat. Like, so
Hmm.
he another beautiful crown. This like he had a lot of them this week actually from another
And
team.
I'm going back on it. So like I'm going back on all the crowns that we submitted in our, if you didn't see Thursday's show, we had Adrian on there and he also submitted a crown. And unfortunately this didn't make it, right? Like this was a good crown. Shout out to 215 Shooter. He's a friend of ours. You know what I'm saying? Like he's definitely someone that we support. He's been on Hat of the Week multiple times. And a good crown like this, we it did, and it's to say like, hey, we either need to be able to vote for more hats or have a longer voting, but I mean, realistically, it's just tough. Shoot,
Yeah,
I
I don't know.
can't keep up with it, bro. I'm like I'm over here trying to keep up with everything for what we got coming out, and like we couldn't even get to last week. That's what we had to do this week.
Exactly.
You know,
Uh,
double voting. So
Chosen. I'm kind of in the middle. I forgot what they call it. There is a term for the ones that are like can lean to the dark and light side. So I'm a little in the middle.
yeah. So have you if anyone's ever visited California and has gone to Disneyland out here, my favorite ride in Disneyland is the Star Wars ride. It's a new one and it's so much fun. Like it's probably the second best ride out of the two parks out here because
Okay.
California Adventure is like right across from Disneyland. Like the entrances are like right here. This is Disneyland. This is California Adventure, and the first best ride is the Guardians of the Galaxy one. But yeah, this shout out
I'll
to
be there.
Adrian. He's right here. He's in the
I'll be there
comments.
in November.
Oh, you'll be here in November. So tell me the
Yeah,
dates so I can make sure that
for sure.
we make it happen. We'll
Yeah.
see. My girlfriend and I will definitely link up and we'll go to Disney, man. Disney is fun. Rise of the Resistance,
Absolutely.
yes. Okay, Adrian, in the comments, let us know. Is that your favorite ride out of both parks, or is it Guardians of the Galaxy? Because the Guardians of the Galaxy with the Michael Jackson song, bro. So when I take you on these rides, you're gonna be like, oh shit, that was crazy. Shout out to Disney, man. They make these rides fun. They're not like super scary, like I'm a big roller coaster guy, but I know a lot of people aren't, and I know Six
Yeah.
Flags, Great Adventures, like those rides. A lot of people don't like those, but Disney does a great job, man. They do a great job telling a story while having fun and the oohs and the ahs and
Okay.
the yelling and all that stuff. It's good, man. Have a lot of fun. Shout out to Pro Society 215 in this Mando hat. So this was clean.
Man, very clean. This is like I said, that many good hats that this one didn't even make it. That's crazy.
I
It's
agree,
crazy.
man. I agree. We got an F and F.
Yeah, so this is where this one I submitted is from RDZ Fitteds here in Chicago. I did bad on this one. This was one of those. He it's a it's black. It's black. So it's the hook is Black Hawk Down,
That's one of
and
my favorite movies.
same here. And when I saw it, I saw him post it,
Mhm.
and I wasn't paying attention to when he was dropping it. I reached out to him way too late. It sold out fast, and it's a black camel on the brim
Oh, is it Black Camel
that
Brim?
you can't really see it in this picture, and he has the copper metallics throughout the Black Hawk, and you see it on the side patch. I just thought it was a great hat. It was actually pushed out other hats that I was going to submit, and this is the one for me this week.
Yeah, I think it's important, man. Like, there's a lot of FNFs out there that people come out with, and I feel like they get missed because they're not connected to the big stores and the big names.
Hmm.
So huge shout out to you for making sure that we do show love to the FNF team, guys out there. Um, a lot of people who don't know that, you know, Soul was someone who reached out and was like, "Yo, are we doing FNFs? Like, is that a thing? And like, yeah, we actually never thought about that. So if you have an FNF, man, I guarantee you, we may get it up there. I want to show a little bit more to Crown,
Yeah,
because we didn't get to show this on Thursday. Um, this
and
is
I didn't even know. Like I said, I saw it, but I didn't realize he dropped it yesterday.
yeah,
And I believe he works at 6:06, but I don't think he dropped
okay,
it through 6:06.
okay. Which I think
Um,
that's cool. Sometimes you want to do a little FNF for your friends and family. You know what I'm saying? The hack community can be getting everything, or say you do a crown with the store, you only get a certain amount of early access. You got to
yeah.
leave the rest. So if you want to do a full FNF and only the people you want to have them, you know what I'm saying? I think this is pretty cool.
Then he got the copper metallics on a new era flag. I, I already told him, I was like, next time you do you do one, you gotta let us know.
Yeah,
Let us
man.
know so we can shout you out.
Shout out to RDZ Fitteds in this FNF. I thought it was a dope Blackhawks for sure.
Ooh,
Now, this is I mean, in most cases I won't put the hat that I put on hat of the week on here because I just feel like it's kind of messed up. But man, I just couldn't find people may hate this material right on a crown. I think this hat is just so much more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like just made for Star Wars. I think the hook is perfect. There's not too much that needed to go into the hook. The color on the I think the threading on this is also, when I think about collecting crowns, Hat Club, this thread that glows in the dark, you won't get this. Like, you can't do this at a 606. You can't do this at a home game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be, there are just certain accounts, and it's unfair. Me personally, I think it's unfair. But when these hats do come out where Hat Club has special threadings, it's like a must cop. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
yep.
part of the collecting part. And I think this hat is a great collector's item. I hope I get my hands on it. I'm going to go in person. We'll see if I fail or not. I'm also going to try online. If I get two, then I get two hats, and maybe we'll do a giveaway. Who knows? But I have to get my hands on this crown right here. Um, I'm gonna meet up with Adrian later after this, shooting straight to LA. It's about like a 45-minute drive. I thought
Okay.
this whole collab between all three of these guys here, you have Wilder Fitteds. I can't really get the other names. I kind of messed up on the at there too. But all these guys worked on this together. Good morning, Mr. Crash Bend the
What's
Brim.
up, Crash?
I love that name. Sometimes I gotta say the full names. But what do you think, man? What do you think about this hat and just the pack in general? And I'll pull up the pack just so everybody can see it again.
Well, I knew you was gonna put. I see. I knew I didn't have to put this hat on because I knew you were gonna put it on. Like one of us was gonna put this on. This when I saw it, I was like, I didn't even. I'll be honest. I knew it was May the 4th. I knew it was coming out today. I didn't even see the entire pack at first. I just saw this one. I was like,
Hmm.
Yoda. That's Yoda crown. And then I
Yeah,
saw the entire pack, and I saw the Cubs, and I saw that Padres. And this pack is just. The only thing that's missing from this pack, like 215's hat, could have been part of this pack, and it'd been like the
yeah,
perfect,
right.
the perfect Star Wars pack. It'd been a
Let
perfect
me
Star Wars pack,
see.
and it's perfect already. I'm not saying it's not. It's just you had the Mandalorian hat in there too.
Yeah, man. I think my second favorite hat is this Padres one. I just can't see myself wearing it. Like, I can see myself rocking this one,
Mhm.
because one, it's a Yankee. Shout out to them. But this one, like, I really enjoy this. But like, if I go to a Padres game, I can't. This is a collector's one. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is definitely one of my second favorites.
And then I like that Cubs a lot.
The threading on this one too. The
Oh,
speckles. I mean, we showed these on Thursday, y'all. So we're not gonna get into too much detail. If you want to get into some detail on these, go check out Thursday's show, man. This was a great pack. And I think so definitely, you know, can attest to that. This one was
And
good.
it was an Astro in there too, and I'm not even an Astro. You know, I don't like the
There
Astro.
is. I don't know. Wowzer doesn't have all of them. I
There's like an
wonder.
Astro script. Ooh,
Let me see if no.
and I mean, shout out to everyone who did Star Wars hats this weekend. Like even they were so good. Like even not that we mentioned it, but Fitted Algebra did a Han Solo one.
Oh, he did. I didn't even see that one.
Yeah, he dropped the Han Solo one yesterday. There it is. Ooh.
So this one's going to be available at LA today. So everything on this page is going to be available. So the Diamondbacks, the Stros. Oh, there's a video. I'm sorry, y'all. But this Galaxy Black Metallic is dope.
This
What's the Stros hook to?
if I'm correct, that is the Resistance, the when they're in the fighters. If someone knows exactly what it's for, please let us know. But I believe that's what it's from.
Yeah, man. So these crowns are going to be available today in LA. That's where I'll be. So I don't know how they're going to be doing things out there. We'll see when we get there. I'm gonna start a vlog. You know what I'm saying? I got the camera going. Actually, I should
Okay.
put the battery to charge.
All right. Adrian said
Anakin
it's Anakin Skywalker. Okay. Okay.
There you go. There you go. Listen, man, we had some dope crowns. You know what today is, May 4th. May the 4th be with you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Star Wars and what that's done, and everybody knows how big that community is. If you've never watched anything of Star Wars, I'd recommend it, man. I'd recommend it. You guys want something new to watch? Maybe watch a show. Watch The Mandalorian. Watch Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna see those shows, and you're gonna be like, man, all right, what's the backstory to these? Then you'll get into the movies and stuff. Not all of them directly connect, but they some of them do. So
This
Caps.
hoodie is not. It's not mine. It's a local store in Chicago. It's a sample. Nah, it's not me.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, Justin doesn't understand.
I would if I was a nerd. Nah, you gotta watch him. Just trust me. Trust me.
He doesn't understand. I don't know if he's ever. I think he's trolling. I think he has to have seen the Star Wars show. Come on. What's my favorite Star Wars movie? It's got to be with the young Anakin. The young kid. What movie is that one? Is that the
When he was a little kid?
Yeah, it's the fourth. Is it the fourth movie? But it's episode 1.
Episode 1, yeah.
Yeah, episode 1 is my favorite out of all of them. I don't know why. I mean, the racing, you know what I'm saying? Like that was like that was probably the one movie that I saw young before watching like the entire thing during COVID. That was probably the one movie I definitely watched when I was a kid, because I remember how excited I would play the game. It was a game that you would race, and I could never get past the first race because I was just not good at games when I was a kid. A lot of people don't.
Mine is Empire. Mine is Empire Strikes Back. Believe it or not, that one. That was my favorite one. Because I was always like, even though I like, you always cheer for the good guys. So it was good to see the bad come out on top a little bit. So
no, yeah, listen, I mean, because in those scenarios, it's like it's real life sometimes. Sometimes the bad guy wins, man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're gonna keep talking about Star Wars, of course,
all day
throughout the show. But we got our favorite segment coming up, Caps and Kicks. We got some dope shoes, and normally I want to say this, man. I want to say this. We normally all of our photos we get them from Sneaker News, And one of these shoes, I went on to get the photos from Sneaker News, and I saw that they put like their little Sneaker News on there. I was like, I'm gonna use another photo because Caps and Curveballs had a gentleman there by the name Gentleman Soul who took his own photo. We don't need Sneaker News to get first looks at some shoes, all right? We had one of our own there. So it's on the first slide, y'all. Shout out to Gentleman Soul. It's the middle slide, that top shoe, that top photo. That was Soul's photo that he sent to the chat. Man, I think it's so cool that you went to that event and got to see these in person. And it's funny that you were there, Sneaker News was there, and only if we would have known, you know what I'm saying, we could have chopped it up with them and got an official, like, hey, we use your photos for our show.
Well, here's a funny thing. Complex was there because
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone watches their sneakers podcast thing, but Brendan Dunn, like I had to wait for him to be done taking pictures to take my picture.
So you were like right behind him.
Yeah. I'm like, okay, I gotta wait for him to move so I can go and take pictures.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Dude, we got some dope kicks up here, man. I mean, every shoe up here besides one on the next slide was chosen with I think I think every single one. Well, listen, y'all, Soul's our sneaker guy, and it's only right that we talk about the shoes that come to his attention. Let's talk about it. What do we got here? We got these Nikes here. I do have the slides up, so I know we're talking about these. Go ahead.
This one was funny when I first saw it because I was like, man, is Nike trolling everybody? And then I saw like Complex do a review on them. I'm like, wait, oh, these are real. So we know there's not a joke because I feel if you cook some white Air Force Ones, they shouldn't be worn, but we know they get worn a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So Nike is doing a smoke and mirrors pack.
Mm-hmm.
So where the shoes, so we know they have a lot of shoes where they wear and they show off another color. Well, these two pairs come looking cooked.
Oh, they come looking cooked already.
Yeah, they come looking cooked, and as you wear them, they get clean.
Interesting.
And they come with like a special toothbrush that you can use if you want to like peel off the first layer ahead of time. But as you wear them, the top layer will crack and peel off, and they'll be clean.
Ah, I actually like that. Oh, you can kind of see it in this photo.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm all for it. I think this is genius. This is, I think, one of the best things that they did, that they have done in a long time when they're creating something different. Like, I think this is what we've been asking for. Be
this
innovative.
is creative. Yeah, this is creative, innovative. I think this reminds me of like when people would dip their all white Air Force Ones in like coffee. I mean, I like it like this. I'm not a big like wear dirty white ups. I'm from Spanish Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Like Harlem, like fresh white ups you wear once or twice and you get a new pair. So like I'm not into the dirty, beat Nike uptowns, but I know people who are. And I think like you said, this is very innovative where it's like, yo, these are gonna fall apart, but be new when it falls apart.
Correct.
That's dope.
Come to Wrigleyville, you'll see a lot of them.
There's a lot out here, man. There's a lot out here. I got a good friend of mine. He wears them beat, and I'm like, yo, bro, is that a thing? He's like, yeah, bro, it's a thing, bro. These are my everyday shoes.
And the crazy funny thing on the black one, it's hard to tell, but they're supposedly beat also.
Yeah, the black one looks clean in my opinion, but
yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. I was trying to look for other pictures too, but I couldn't find them.
These look good like this.
Yeah,
the leather looks good.
I think the black gets even darker.
Okay,
if I'm correct. So
how much are these going for? Chosen ass.
$130 each, and they drop on the 7th.
Wow.
So there'll be $130 each. So I am definitely going to be going for this pack.
This is a dope pack. This is a dope pack. Shout out to Nike for for creating this, man. I think these are shoes. These are collectibles. Like when you think about people who collect Air Force Ones, like this is a must cop for them.
Yeah, I'm sure Vanessa, I know she's not on today, but I know she's going to want them. So we got to make sure she gets her hand on these.
We'll see if she gets her hands on these.
She's going to kill me.
You got her back, man. That's good, man. You know, she was heavy into kicks in the past, man. And sometimes, you know, life happens, life
I
happens.
understand
And
that. Yep.
then, you know, you fall out of love sometimes, or you just don't want to deal with the heartbreak, right? Because there's a lot of heartbreaking in wanting to get shoes. I think that's
Too
what it
much
is.
heartbreak. It's
a lot of
I feel like
heartbreak.
there's
We don't know anybody, you know. If you just a regular guy like us, you know, where you just have to try to get online and get a
it's
shoe.
terrible.
It's
terrible.
That's funny. Well, hopefully this next pair is not hard to get, being that you were like right next to him. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so. We'll see. I mean,
what do we got here? I'm gonna show the sneaker news photos, you know, because
okay.
that's the link that I have.
So these are the Baklava 992s that are dropping soon. He didn't give a date, but he previewed them at his pop up market last weekend in New York that Sunday, and I got to tell you that suede, the suede that he put on these things, like it's just looks buttery. Like we couldn't touch them.
Okay, I saw that they were in like a case.
So yeah, when he first revealed them, he had a pair in his hand.
Okay,
and he was like going back and forth on the suede, and you could see it even from a distance. The movement on the suede, which is good suede.
Do you feel like New Balance doesn't like change the materials from like friends and family, like what he gets to what the people get in general releases?
No, I think that's one reason why I do love New Balance. I believe they keep it the same. Like you can tell sometimes on a collab shoe if the material is a little bit different.
Yeah.
But for the most part, their materials are always, in my opinion, A1. Like they give the best materials, which is why the cost is what it is.
Yeah.
On a lot of their sneakers, which I see me personally, I don't mind that.
Yeah.
If I'm getting a quality product, I'll pay for it. This is where I have beef with Jordan and Nike sometimes with some of their products. Because you want to give me the premium price, but then I get the product on hand and on foot, and it's not matching the price.
Yeah.
New Balance, I've had premium product on shoes that cost less than $100 retail.
I mean, that's why I asked the question, because I think exactly what you said is it's important when you invest your money into the shoes, right? We wear our shoes. You're gonna spend money on a pair of shoes that you're gonna wear. And if you're spending that premium price, you want that premium quality. So huge shout out to New Balance. And
these are supposed to be dropping really soon. So when I find a date, I'll share it. But it's supposed to be dropping really soon. That's all he kept saying. And every time he says really soon, it drops like really.
It's like a shock drop.
Correct, and it just. So even because he'll always post on his Instagram, I'll repost it.
Yeah.
For us to repost it, and I'll repost it so everyone can see. And it's a 992. So the price, if it's like all the other collab 992s, should be a little bit over 200.
Oh, so like 220?
Yeah, it should be somewhere around there. Joe Fresh Goods was around 220 if I remember. The Kith one was around 220 if I remember. So
Hey,
Should
you
be
you
somewhere
mentioned
around
you,
there.
you mentioned Joe Fresh Goods, and the only thing I thought of was Ty's new hat coming out. You know what I'm saying? That one's crazy. If y'all haven't seen Ty's hat with those Joe Fresh Goods, man, oh man,
I knew
clean,
he was gonna do one for that Joe Fresh Good shoe because I kept
bro.
asking. I kept asking him. He would
That's a
just smile.
clean bean.
I got to get
Wow,
that one. I got to
that
get
one,
that
that one's that one's Ty is killing it, chosen. Ty is definitely killing it. All right, so we were gonna do a knuckleball on these pairs, but I think we got some other shoes that were more worthy of a knuckleball.
Yeah.
Let's talk about these panda 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 panda
But
panda.
see, I will give Nike credit for these pandas
Mm-hmm.
because they actually are naming them the pandas and they come with the panda on there.
Yeah,
So they're dropping a panda pack this fall. We got this one in the looks like a green and like white, and then there's like a purple and white one. So I will actually give them credit
I
for
will
playing
say
on the nickname Panda and giving us panda shoes.
this is not gonna be as large as the
Nope.
regular pandas, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Correct.
The reason why the pandas were so large is because there's a black and white shoe,
Yep.
and you can do
Easy work.
anything with a black and white shoe. So you could hate as much as you want,
Mm-hmm.
but that black and white shoe
It's
was
easy
as
to
great
wear.
as everyone made it seem to be. As much
Yeah.
as we didn't like it, right? As much as I would have gotten it. I don't know about you, Soul. Did you have a pair of pandas, Soul? Be honest
I
with
didn't
me.
get a pair. My son has a pair.
There you
But they're
go.
clean. They're just it's a clean black and white shoe. I didn't get the hate on them. I understand why the hate. The hate was not because of the shoe; is because of everyone wearing the shoe.
Mhm.
And
And
it was
the
it was
colorway
crazy.
attests to why everyone was wearing it, you know?
Correct. But I'm glad they're doing this because I have literally been in sneaker stores, and I've heard young ladies come in there and be like, "Oh, can I get the blue pandas?" Because they're just looking at the blue and white dunks, and they think that every dunk was called the panda.
That's so funny. I never even
So,
experienced
oh,
that.
I cringed when I heard it. I was standing in the store. I was like, "Oh,
It was one of
what?"
those moments where it's like, I want to correct you, but I know you're gonna probably flip
Correct,
on me, so I'm not
correct.
gonna
I
correct
was
you.
just like, you can have it. And the young lady at the store, she was like, the what?" And she went. It was one of those stores where they have them, wrapped in the cellophane on the wall. She was like, "No, I
Hmm.
want these, the blue and white pandas."
Yo.
And I made eye contact with the young lady at the store, and she looked at me. I was just like, I turned my head. I was like, not my. So I give Nike credit for creating a panda pack. I don't think it'll be as popular, but you know what? It may be. It might sell a little bit because you have people who didn't want to wear the normal pairs because
Hmm.
everyone had them, and these are a little
Hmm.
bit different. So I
Yep.
can see these being worn. They're gonna be 130 a piece. Dropping this. It says July through September, so late summer, early fall is when they're dropping.
Yeah.
I
These are
think the
cool.
green pair, I'd wear the green pair in the fall.
The green pair is cool. Green pair is cool. I'm not a big fan of like shiny stuff all the
Yeah,
time
yeah,
on shoes.
I
Um,
feel you.
but I think Nike definitely did right by bringing out a little panda pack.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. All right, let's see what we got on this next slide. I think we got some heat on this next slide.
Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo.
Oh, I just noticed. I never do that. I never double up. All right, whatever. We did it though. Let's do
That's
this.
all right. But the double up is a good double up. It's a
I had
good
to.
double up.
I had to. I had to. I had
Like,
to. We had to talk about these. All right, let's
yeah,
talk.
this
Let's talk about these fire red fives. Um, let's talk about them. What do we got here?
the five. So Fire Red Fives, um, releasing with the black tongue. That's big
Wait, what do they
because
normally come with? The white tongue?
the last time they did them with a white tongue. That's not. the black tongue is how they are supposed to be.
Hence why they have this photo, emphasizing
Correct.
the tongue.
This is the first Jordan I ever owned when I was a kid. And
With
yes,
this
I
with
got them
this
when they
with this
came out.
color, you
That color,
mentioned this recently.
that color. That's how old I am. So everyone now that's how old I am. This is when they first released. This is the first Jordan I ever got. My parents ever got me. It was the first Jordan I fell in love with. I love the threes, but I was like, this with the 23 on the side made me love these shoes. I had to have them.
You should play.
But
You should play a
I
joke on
threw a
your
fit.
kids.
I threw a fit for not
Why?
getting because I thought my parents were not going to get them. I
Hey,
was like, I'm
you
doing
should do a
anything to get
prank on your
these.
kids. You should like when they're in school, you should hire somebody, hide all their kicks, and just have these there and be like, this was the first shoe I ever had. And for the next however long, what month, 2 months, this is the only shoe you're gonna be able to wear. They're gonna be pissed.
Oh no! See, you would think they would be pissed. You haven't met them yet. You'll meet them. When you meet them, you gonna understand what I'm saying. They're gonna be like, okay, cool. That means
The
I
whole
get more than one. They're gonna be like, all right, cool, because they'll keep wearing them and they'll try to cook them because they know I can't stay and cook shoes, and then they'll be like, it's time to buy some more.
mm.
Oh yeah, it will.
It will
try
backfire.
to do that.
The prank will backfire.
On me. Correct. It will
Okay.
backfire.
Never mind. Scratch that. Scratch that.
Nope.
That's
Chosen.
funny,
Yes, I have to cop these. These are must. I have to have these. I have not bought this shoe because they haven't done the black. I haven't seen the black tongue in forever. So
oh, we got some time on these. September. This is gonna be a good back to school shoe.
Yep, they've already circled it as their shoe. I get them 2 shoes for back to school at the beginning of school year. This is one of them they've already circled. So
wow,
this will be a family
early,
shoe.
I'd be too scared to make decisions like that.
They know I'm weak. They know how.
No, I'm saying like picking the 2 shoes, like one already, I'd be too scared. Like, yo, there's got to be like some heat coming out. It's got to be like that's tough.
I used to never want shoes right at the beginning of the school year. I would wear the shoes I had during the summer because I was like, let me see everything that come out. I want to see what everybody had on because I didn't want to have the same thing as everybody. Not anymore. I guess they don't care. I appreciate that, Chosen.
Nothing great. He is a great dad, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
Pretty awesome dad, man. All right,
best position I have in the world.
That's a good statement to make, man. I think it's underrated. You know what I'm saying? Being a parent sometimes, I know it can be tough, but when you got parents saying that, I think it's important to to hear things like that. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Soul. Shout out to the fam. Shout out to the Fire Red Fives. September, man. 210.
We're gonna be outside. We're gonna be outside.
September 13th. We got some. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say maybe I could try to do a video for them.
Ooh, I like that. So with the videos, y'all. So unboxing a lot of kicks. So we got to get a cameraman in there.
Some accidentally got unboxed last night. It wasn't by me. It wasn't my fault. This one really was not my fault.
It came in it was a bad packaging.
No, it was my son unboxed it.
Oh, okay. The kids got to it. That's funny. We got some basketball shoes here. The Lucas. Talk to me about these. The Gone Fishing. That's what they're calling them, or
yes, that is the name of them. That's what was the funniest thing about these shoes because they're supposed to release next week, I believe, if I have the date correct. May 15th. So I guess they expect Luka to still be in the playoffs for the shoe, and then they call them the Gone Fishing, and then they preview them the day after the Lakers get bounced.
Look at the fish.
I think I like the shoe.
Little heart stitching right here.
I like the shoe. I'm not gonna lie. I like pink in my shoes. I do like the colorway on this one, but I just thought this was hilarious that they are called Gone Fishing, and they previewed them the day
I
after.
wonder if this was actually like pre-planned, because it's like, damn, like, did y'all not think they were had any chance to win? Like, what if they would have won? These would have never came out.
They're supposed to come out on the 15th, so I guess they were expecting him to debut these during the playoffs, maybe send somebody home.
Got you.
I'm sure they had a whole marketing thing for it.
They were trying to take that route, and it backfired on them.
Yep.
These are cool. Shout out to Luca. I'm not a huge fan of I think the design is cool.
The
I'm not a
design
huge
is like,
fan as far as like I probably wouldn't wear them, but the materials on this and the little hints of this, the heart stitching inside and the fishing on the heel tab. I like the work that was put into this.
same.
Right.
Yeah, I like the way it looks.
There's some designs that you see that you're like, man, I probably can't pull it off, but I like the way they went about this. Like I see the artistic work here, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna appreciate that, you know what I'm saying, for sure. Shout out to Luca. One of these, you said that May 15th, 140, right?
140, May 15th. Yep.
Listen, y'all, some basketball shoes. NBA scripted. I don't know, Chosen. I hope it's scripted for the Knicks to beat the Celtics, but that's a conversation for another day. I'm gonna move along here on the Luka 4s, and we're gonna go right to the Jordan 5 wings. So could you really dig into, like, I guess, like, where the whole Jordan wings thing came from? If you know, if you don't know, that's cool. Just as a little, like, you were gonna say?
Oh no, go ahead, finish. I wanted you to finish.
I was gonna say, just as a little, like, you know, like basically, kind of want to just give history. We like to inform people on not everyone here is familiar with the wings.
So
can we talk about it a little bit?
So I know the Wings program had something to do. It was like a scholarship program or something like that for education. It was related to education.
Mm-hmm.
They started this about, I think it was like 10 years ago, 10 or 11 years ago. Well, it could be 10 because I think that's why they got 10 on this shoe, because I think this is the anniversary for it. You know, they're celebrating 40 years overall of Jordan Brand. It's 10 years of this Wings program.
Mm-hmm.
I've never gotten a pair of any of the shoes that come from the Wings program.
Okay.
But I always have heard that the materials that they use are like top notch.
Yeah.
On the releases.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So I know it has to do. I know it's education based.
Yeah, it's like a scholarship program.
Okay.
It's a scholarship program. I think it's for I'm not sure if it's for, I think it's for like early education, I think. That's what I got out of it, or that's what I read into, rather say. It is a scholarship program that Jordan's been doing for the last 10 years, like you said. But that's surprising. You never got any pairs from the Wings program?
I've never gotten any pairs.
Nope, I don't think I have either.
I'm trying to remember the guy. I believe it's the one who, if you remember the movie about the Jordan 1, can't remember what it's called. Is it called Air?
Oh, with
Chris, with Matt Damon and the
Yep.
one who Chris Tucker plays. He's the one who started the Wings program at Jordan.
Oh, okay.
So that was like one of his baby projects that turned into something big.
This is, I mean, oh, that was dope. I didn't even notice that. Little 5 here.
Yeah, that.
Ooh,
I mean, I think
that's about.
They did. I think they did a great job on this shoe, and it's only reason I probably wouldn't wear it is because of the scripting on the toe box. But outside of that, I like the shoe. Even with it, I still like it. I just wouldn't wear it. I think I'm sure I'll see somebody, maybe like a sneaker con or something like that, have them on their feet.
Listen, I said it earlier. When it comes down to shiny, it's tough for me really to get. I think these will be something that I probably, if I was to get these, I probably wouldn't wear.
Yeah,
These are a collectible item in my opinion. Um, 10 years of the Wings program, and this shoe is just. I do enjoy this. The toe box with the script, I agree. It's hard for me to wear because of that as well. I like this 5 here on the shoe. It's a dope shoe, man. Shout out to the program and what it offers. If you want to read into it, man, go ahead and get to Sneaker News. They do a good job in sharing those types of things in detail. So shout out to all the shout out to Sneaker News. This is where we show all the photos and stuff, but they always have like the writers just write into the shoe and explain things, and they have a really good, like, I guess, just team over there that all they do is sneakers, man. That's all they do. So shout out to Sneaker News. It's a
a dream
legit
job.
news program for shoes. You know
And
what I'm saying?
Crash, just to answer your question, yeah, they're in hats and kicks.
Oh,
Just to
you're
answer
talking about
Crash's
the question
question.
earlier. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, man, some dope shoes this week. We got to talk about. I would love to dig deeper into the shoes and stuff like that. We're just gonna get to the knuckleball segment just because I have to go wait in line, y'all. I'm trying
Gotta
to
get
I'm
that
trying to
hat
get
club drop.
I'm trying to get myself a crown. So real quick, we got a knuckleball here. We're gonna talk about some Diamond Turf high steps onto the Nike LeBron 21 Prime 93. Let's bring it to the stage, man. This is our knuckleball shoe. Um, any particular reason so why you chose these? I'll get into like what I think about the shoe. If you guys don't know what the knuckleball segment is, shout out to Knuckleheads for giving us this idea of this segment. Basically, it's a shoe that we most likely don't like, or we just don't think it's a good shoe. So it's something that we you're gonna kind of hear us hate on it, but if you like it, let us know, man. Well, our opinion isn't the right answer. It's just an opinion.
Correct.
So what are we thinking here?
Okay. I'm trying to be as nice as possible when I saw this shoe because I love the Diamond Turf. Love it. Wore it in 8th grade. One of my favorite Deion Sanders shoes. I'm not a. I don't dislike the LeBron model that this is on.
Yeah.
This is giving me Jordan Fusion vibes. Back, I don't know if anyone remembers the Jordan Fusion shoes when they took the Air Force One soles and put them on the bottom of Jordan retro models. That's what this is giving me.
Mm.
I hated Jordan Fusions, even the good looking Jordan Fusions. I still hated them because that's back when they were doing retro Jordan, so they were trying to give everyone that. This is just, I'm sorry, this is just ugly. They took two good shoes and somehow made it into one ugly shoe.
Is it
I don't know. I'm just confused. I'm confused. I don't know.
this is what I call a cleat shoe.
Yes,
This is what
this
I
will be
call a
on the
cleat shoe.
football field.
This should
Yes.
be on the football field. So if you're gonna be playing on turf, man, get you these shoes. Me personally, whenever I see the strap like this, I automatically think of Hirachis, and I feel like it only belongs on there. And that's just me being a Hirachi guy. And I don't want to hate on them too much, but I agree with you. So the fusion on this is not my favorite. But to each his own. Good morning, Caps a lot. My
Morning,
guy,
morning.
my guy, dude. I want to say something about Poppy Caps a lot, man. This dude was the most welcoming dude when I met him last year with the team when we went to play baseball for their event out in Queens, man. Shout out to Poppy Caps a lot, man. Showed a lot of love. I appreciate you for that. I just thought about that when I saw you, and I'm like, yeah, when you meet people for the first time, that first impression always stays with
Mhm.
you. So shout out to him. Um, yeah, man. Looks like a coach's shoe.
This is,
Oh
I
man.
mean, it is. I just like. I don't see anyone. wearing them outside of the football field. I just don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I know I can see what Nike's mindset was. Like, everyone loves the diamond turf.
Mm-hmm.
People still love LeBron sneakers. And LeBron is a big Deion Sanders fan. That's why they like they did it with the DT Max also. They did a version of that one. That one to me was not as ugly as this one. It just does not work, in my opinion. I could never see myself wearing these, even if I was given a pair.
Yeah,
Like, I wouldn't wear them.
that's tough.
I
But
could.
we spoke about that 2 weeks ago,
Yeah,
and I promised y'all that I was gonna wear that shoe, and I still haven't worn that shoe, but that we spoke about a couple weeks ago. But I'm
you
gonna
gotta
figure
wear
it
them in
out.
November.
I'm gonna figure it out.
You gotta wear them in November.
Don't do that to me, dog. Don't do that to me, dog. That's funny, man. Listen, that was our knuckleball shoe. I thought that was a good shoe to choose from. The pandas, I didn't want to really pick the pandas. There was some other shoes that Jordan had, that Jordan had sent us, but I think this was the one. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't. There's some shop talk topics that I would love to go over, but me personally, I'm short on time today, so
Get that hat.
and
I
everybody
understand
else.
now.
So we're gonna end the stream right here. I can't say anything else. Just stay tuned to Thursday. We'll normally coffee chat is where I spill the beans, but man, June 14th we got the New York drop, we got the Philly drop the week after, and I just want to say, man, stay tuned. We're gonna be inviting a lot of people to our. We did mention it Thursday, our in studio podcast. We're gonna do it live, and we're gonna have some people there. So we're gonna RSVP. Live cop from Hat Club LA chose, and I'm gonna do a vlog. So but yeah, we're gonna be sending some RSVP to everybody. We're gonna send invites and stuff like that so people can RSVP for the show. It's gonna be fun. We're excited. We will reveal something sooner than later, but not yet. So with that being said, so you got anything you want to say to the people before we head out?
Man, everybody be safe today. Have a great Sunday. If you're with your loved ones, enjoy it. And if you're copying this Hat Club drop, wish you nothing but the best. But we gotta make sure Big Bro get the Yankees.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Listen, I appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys on Thursday. Yeah. Y'all have a great week, man. Peace.